What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to Terry's Theories. I am Terry. Alright, so I got several interesting clips for you again today. We're going to start off in Norfolk, Virginia with YouTube channel Mathew Martinez. Now, this object was recorded on the beach off of a pier on April 28th, 2020. Now, is an odd bell-shaped object just hovering over the water. Check this out and give me your opinions.
That's a alien ship, dude.
Y'all see that, right? I'm not hallucinating. Yeah, that buoy out there?
Yeah. Alright, so pretty interesting. Now, here are some close-ups. They are a little blurry. I apologize for that. What do you guys think about that? I think it's pretty interesting. Now, that's not the first time that USOs have been caught in the Atlantic. Now, in 1971, Dean Reynolds Sackett was the admiral on board of the USS Trapping. Now, that is a submarine. Now, these images were caught from his submarine. So, definitely some activity going on there. I'm sure that y'all have probably seen these pictures before. They are rather old. You can find them on Google. Now, y'all can probably hear Bird in the background, so he's pretty happy to be here. Now, also, I've got another video that I want to show y'all again. I'll show this several months back, and it's from French YouTube channel Sandrine Fontain, and she caught a USO out of her hotel balcony. Now, she was using a telescope and then holding a cell phone camera onto the telescope. Now, that takes some talent. I've done that before, and it's hard to do. And she caught an object similar to ones that I just showed you, coming out of the ocean and then rising up into the sky. It was like a wedge-shaped UFO. Check this out and tell me what you think.
What a forme? Ouais, là, s'il bouge, mais que passer après s'il travaille encore, et là il remonte.
C'est quoi? Avocat? Hein? Bah c'est quoi?
Je connais pas.
Hein?
Je connais pas.
La lumière là-bas?
Non, là-bas. Tu vois là-bas, noir là-bas?
Oui.
Pareil, on est là-bas où tu l'as mis?
Oui.
Mais c'est ça, mon téléphone.
Tiens mon téléphone s'il te plaît, mais ça y est arrangé.
T'es lié?
Ouais. Et ça n'est pas bougé?
C'est à toi, moi, je ne peux pas bouger.
Non, elle a bougé.
So, in my opinion, that is similar to this one right here. Not exactly, but close. Now, this was taken in 1971 off of the USS Trapping in the Atlantic. So, pretty cool. Y'all give me y'all's opinion on that. Alright, our next video is coming from Siberia, from YouTube channel. I'm having a hard time pronouncing the name, but the first part is Stelios. I'll leave it in the description. Now, this was recorded on 28th of April of this year, 2020. And now, again, we have got a fiery red orb that is releasing other orbs. So, we have seen this several times here, very recent. Several times of these orbs releasing other orbs. What is going on, guys? Why do we have this phenomenon all of a sudden? What is the end game? Give me your opinions. Check this video out.
Что види? Боже, šta je to?
Aco! Aco!
Now, this next video was brought to my attention from subscriber Beauteous Sounds, And the video comes from YouTube channel Zeus Kafasi. And what we've got here is a cluster of orbs or lights traveling through the night sky, and it looks like one of them breaks apart, comes apart and burns up in the atmosphere. Now, what could these objects be? Could they be satellites? Could they be orbs? You tell me what you believe. If it was satellites, I just don't see them traveling in a group like that. But, you know, I don't know. It's just my opinion. All right, check this out and tell me what you think.
Oh, wow, that was cool. You seen it? Something coming in the atmosphere like a satellite or something. Yeah. Something coming through the atmosphere just breaking up. Yeah, getting over it.
So what do you think we have going on here? You know, it looks like we have a grouping of orbs as in a pore formation. They're kind of a cluster, more or less. And then we have what looks to be this object had a catastrophic malfunction. Something happened to where it just went to pieces. It's burning up in the atmosphere. Do you think we're looking at satellites? But I've never seen satellites travel like this. Does anybody have an opinion on what this may be? Alright, so this next video again comes from Zeus Kafasi on April the 8th, 2020. Now this takes place in Stockton, California, and we have an orb that releases like 5 or 6 smaller orbs, and then they just kind of travel in different directions, and they travel in an intelligent way. You can tell that they had purpose in the way that they moved, or at least intelligence behind the way that they moved. That's a pretty trippy video. Alright, check this out.
What the hell is that? I know y'all seeing this right now, man. Come on, dude. I mean, why am I the only one that's freaking catching this, dude? Oh, oh, no. Y'all seen that? Oh. Oh, where the fuck is it at? Can't see nothing no more. Where's that? Oh, what the, again, right there. No. Wait. Come on. Oh, what are you doing now? Oh. Y'all teasing me. Y'all playing with me too much.
Now, this next video is an interview with Dr. J. Allen Hynek. Now, he was part of Operation Blue Book. Now, he was a scientific consult for the Air Force from 1948 to 1969. And his job was to go out and to investigate UFO sightings and try to, for the most part, debunk them. Now, he's got some interesting things to say. So, this interview was filmed in 1980. So, check this out and tell me what you think about it. All right, here we go.
I know very well that it was not a scientific project. Also, I also know that they never would notify the media when an interesting case came up. They did everything they could to keep it down. So they definitely withheld information.
You know, when I first interviewed Alan years ago, there was a theory going around that anybody who saw a flying saucer was probably befuddled by swamp gas somewhere in Louisiana and didn't know what he or she was seeing. We've had a lot of documentation since that time.
I think that one of the main things that has come out here that Peter has done is to substantiate the credibility of many of the civilians, because it was easy to, and still is, to discredit a civilian. Much more difficult to discredit a military man. in Blue Book, for instance, we would get reports from military pilots, and that was particularly embarrassing to the Air Force because after they had trained those men, and they couldn't very well, they could say that a civilian pilot might have been untrustworthy, but they could hardly say that to their own military pilots, and we got case after case after case from military pilots which never hit the press. There are three things about this whole thing, Tom, that no one can deny. They're incontrovertible points. Even the grossest skeptic can't deny them. The first of all is that the UFO reports not only exist but persist. See, when I started with the Air Force, I thought that this was a fad. In a few years it would just disappear.
Be all over, okay.
And it's global. We have reports now from 140 countries. I mean, practically as many countries as there are in the United Nations. And the most important of the three things is that many, unfortunately not all, but many of the reports come from highly, highly credible, technically trained people, you see. The phenomenon has not changed a great deal. It has not changed materially since 1947. And I'm quite sure that neither we nor the Russians had anything like the capabilities demonstrated by the UFOs in 47. I don't think we have now. So I've given up the whole idea that it could possibly be from any place on Earth.
And it still hasn't changed. Sightings persist. You know, they're reported all the time, every day. You know, some people that don't believe and they think we're the crazy ones, they've got their heads in the sand. They need to take their head out and look up and see what's going on, because it is real, it is now, and it is happening. Alright guys, that's the last of the video. Please like and subscribe, and remember to hit the reminder bell to make sure you're being notified to my videos. Also, if you would like to donate to the channel, that'd be great. We're trying to purchase a Nikon Coolpix P1000 camera to take amazing videos of the moon and other things. Alright guys, this is Terry with Terry's Theories. Terry out.